Welcome to Art with Miss Allen, with me, Miss Allen. On this channel we will be drawing and coloring, cutting and gluing, painting, and doing a lot of other fun art activities that we can make together at home. I cannot wait to make art with you. Hey guys, it's Miss Allen. I thought today we could make a snowman garland, so they're all connected. And this is going to be a very easy project to make, but it's super cute. So I hope you guys are ready, and let's get started. So today you're going to need a piece of paper. Now mine's cut. I just cut a nice strip of paper. You can use a bigger piece, but I think having just a little thin piece like this will be easier to fold. So a thin piece. You'll need a pencil, and you'll also need some scissors. Now, if you're going to use some scissors at home, you need to ask your grown-ups there to make sure that it's okay, or have them help you, because I'm not going to be blamed for you cutting up random stuff in the house, okay? You got me? All right. But scissors are important here. And then I'll have to have something to color with. I don't have anything right at my table at the moment, but I'll probably be using either colored pencils or crayons today. Let's get started. So the first thing we have to do is we have to get a fold. Now we're going to make something called an accordion fold, which is kind of silly, but it will work. What I need is I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to open it back up. So now I have this crease right in the middle, right? So I'm going to take this side and I'm going to fold it over top to line up with that middle crease. So here's the middle crease. I'm going to fold that paper down to line up, and then I'm going to fold this side down. That's what we should look like right now. Just this little part. Now, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to take this side up, fold it down once it gets back to that middle crease. Pick it up. Going to flip it over. Pick up this side and fold it to match the end. And that should make an accordion. Now, when I say accordion, what it means is it opens up, kind of like an M. You want it going back and forth and back and forth here. Now, since we have this, we can go ahead and do our snowman. Now, my snowman is just going to have a head and a big body. If you wanted to do any other shape here, that's a Christmas tree, that's, I don't know, a gingerbread man where the arms and legs are out, you can do that and they will still work. But I wanted to do a snowman since it is getting colder here, and I'm hoping that we're going to have a snowy winter. So with my shape here, I'm going to use pencil, and I'm going to do this lightly. But I'm going to make myself his head. And I'm going to do that by just drawing a circle. Just like that. And I did it lightly. I didn't bear down, because if I bear down too hard, it'll be hard to erase later. But once I have that, I'm going to make a big circle for the bottom of him. That's going to actually hit the side of the pages. So came down, hit the side, came down, hit the side. And then I'll come down here to the bottom corner and kind of finish that circle. Make it cut off that bottom corner and cut off that bottom corner. Ooh, right there. So once I have that, and oops, excuse me, I had a hair stuck to my paper there. But once I have that, all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this shape out. Now, this part here, I don't want to cut. So if you want to go ahead and just erase that part, that way you know not to cut it. So I erased where these two circles were touching. because when I cut, I'm going to cut along this line, come back out, around, back in, back out. And then I can cut these bottom corners off as well. So let's get to cutting. Good. So now I have this cut, and that's a real simple little snowman. We'll have to add some details once we open him back up, but we can go ahead and open him, and we'll see that he's got some snowman buddies now that stand with him. And it kind of looks like a person. It'll look more like a snowflake when we get the drawing part done. So let's get to that part. So the important part here for my snowman is that we need to try to match what we're doing to our snowman. So I'm going to give him 2 eyes on each one of my funny snowmen. And I'm just doing really simple dot eyes. Just like that. Then I can do the carrot nose. Now the carrot nose is a triangle. So when we do a triangle, what I like to do is I like to make a line under the eye, come out to the side, and then back into the bottom of the line. So I'll pick that up so you can see. Now you can turn your noses, so maybe this nose points this way instead. But it doesn't really matter how you get a nose, but I want little triangle noses on there. So let's get some triangle noses on these. Good. So now that we have some triangle noses, maybe we can give our snowman a scarf. I like scarves on my snowmen. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to make a line across their neck for each one. Just right there. Then I'm going to make another line coming underneath that one. And I have a little curve in my line. If you go straight across, it'll still look like a scarf. But I like a little bit of curve just to make it look a little fancier. And now I can have a piece of the scarf coming down. So that's a little rectangle. That's a line down, over, and back up. And I can do opposite side. Down, over, back up. And I'm going to do that for each of my snowmen. So now that they have some fun little scarves, we can give them some buttons down the front. Let's do 3 big buttons. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 little circles, just like that. Great. And you can add any more details that you want. Maybe we can give them some smiles. I like little dotted smiles because they're being made with some coal or some rocks or whatever you put in a snowman. So I'm going to do little dotted smiles for mine, but you can add any details to your snowman that you want. Obviously, you could try to draw other things. If you make a person or something, you can have different designs, but once you have your designs made, we get to color. So let's get to the coloring part. And it's done. I thought these came out super duper cute. You can fold them a little bit and they'll sit on the table. I'll lower that so you can see. They can sit on the table just like that, like a little garland. And I am so happy with how those came out. This very simple little project, not too bad at all. The hardest part's probably the folding, but if that's hard for you, remember you can go ask a grown-up or an older sibling maybe to help you with that part. But I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.